Graz, the center of Styria and the second largest city in Austria, fascinates with its southern flair, magnificent historical buildings, and beautiful panoramic views. The Schlossberglift is an efficient and comfortable way in which to ascend Schlossberg Mountain, but the walk to the summit also has its merits. The beautiful view across the rooftops of the historic buildings of Graz is a wonderful reward for the strenuous climb to the top of the Schlossberg. Today, the capital of Styria has a population of around 250,000. The city's main landmark is its 28-metre-high clock tower that was built in 1561, one of the few remains of an old fortress. In order to facilitate a clearer view of the time from the historic part of the town below, the minute hand of the clock was exchanged with that of the hour hand. The first recorded history of Graz goes back to 1128. But earlier archaeological records indicate that there was a settlement here as long ago as 2000 BC. It was under the Leopoldinic line of the Habsburgs that the city underwent its first political, economic, and cultural success. The main square is one of the few open spaces in the town's densely built-up historic centre. Official business was once conducted in front of the city hall. In the town's many lanes close to the marketplace, the former prosperity of Graz is evident in all manner of buildings. The Franciscan Church is one of the city's oldest religious buildings. It was first mentioned in 1239. It was further extended in the 17th century. At first, both church and monastery belonged to the minorities, but after handing them over to the Franciscans, the smaller church was subsequently added to. In 1519, construction work on the larger three-nave church was finally completed. But the main architectural focal point in Graz is the Landhaus. This also gradually developed over the course of time. Domenico Ell'allio transformed the old meeting hall of Styria's country estates into a typical Renaissance building. In 1565, after almost 8 years in construction, this historical architectural masterpiece was completed. In addition to the Landhaus, the Standische Zeughaus is also well worth a visit. It was built after the 30 Years' War in the 17th century by Antonio Solar. The building contains a fascinating exhibition of the dramatic past of Graz, once the mightiest fortress of the Christian world. A total of 30,000 coats of armour, various armaments for both horse and rider, as well as numerous weapons, provide a colourful insight into the warfare of the past. Archduke Ferdinand, who later became Emperor Ferdinand II, was the founding father of the new Minorite church and monastery. After Mariazell, the Maria Hilf Church became one of the most famous pilgrimage destinations in Styria. Friedrich III wanted the 16th century Graz Cathedral to serve as a church for the royal court. Its ceiling is decorated with a wonderful vault. It is in stark contrast to the Baroque choir and high altar. Only a few frescoes remain of the cathedral's original Gothic decor, and its function as a royal chapel was only temporary. Graz served as the imperial residence for 15 years. The mausoleum of Emperor Ferdinand II is located here in the middle of the town. Blending into the idyllic landscape on the other side of the river Mur is the rectangular structure of Eggenberg Castle. Prince Johann Ulrich of Eggenberg rose from being a commoner to the position of governor of Inner Austria and enjoyed a remarkably successful political career. Today, part of the castle's interior serves as a museum, with many remarkable collections of the Johanneum. Archaeological discoveries from practically each of the city's great epochs have found a truly dignified home within Eggenberg Castle. Many cultural and historic works of art combine here in perfect harmony, and thus make Graz a particularly unique and attractive town.